Hello and welcome to all our viewers in Nigeria and around the world to Midday News on Global Television, coming to you live from the nation's capital, Abuja. I am Godwin Sunday. A quick reminder that Global Television is on DSTV channel 365 and StarTimes channel 276. You can download the Global TV Nigerian mobile app for Android and iOS devices to keep track of our broadcasts. And now to the news in details. The mining marshals have shut down all illegal mining sites in the Rafin Gabas community in Kokoda local government area of Nasarawa State. The Minister of Solid Minerals Development, Dele Alake, confirmed this in a statement by Special Assistant on Media, Shegu Tomori. Alake stated that the mining marshals, a security outfit established by the ministry, dismantled the site and arrested 3 foreigners. He described the operation as a major step towards combating illegal mining and sensitizing the sector. The Supreme Court has removed Julius Abure as the national chairman of the Labour Party. In a unanimous judgment, a 5-member panel of the Supreme Court set aside a decision of the Court of Appeal in Abuja, which had recognized Abure as the party's national chairman. The Apex Court, in its decision, held that the Appellate Court lacked the jurisdiction to make such a declaration, given that the substance of the case concerned the internal leadership of the party. The court emphasized that matters relating to party leadership are internal affairs over which the judiciary has no jurisdiction. Vice President Kashim Shettima has departed Abuja for Dakar, Senegal, to represent President Bola Tinubu at the country's 65th Independence Day anniversary celebration. Stanley Nkwocha, Senior Special Assistant to the President on Media and Communications in the Office of the Vice President, stated that Shettima's attendance at the event was in honor of an invitation extended to President Tinubu by Senegalese President Bassirou Faye, based on the mutual relationship between both countries. The Edo State Governorship Election Petition Tribunal in Abuja has affirmed Senator Monday Okpebolo of the All Progressive Congress (APC) as the valid winner of the September 21 governorship election. The three-member panel led by Justice Wilfred Buchi dismissed the petition filed by the People's Democratic Party and its candidate Ashumere Ighodalo. The tribunal ruled that the petitioners failed to prove their allegations of overvoting and upheld that Okpebolo secured the highest number of valid votes. The Nigerian Police Force has urged Nigerians to continue to celebrate officers of the force for their contributions to safety of lives and properties. This is just as the force assured its readiness for the first ever National Police Day on April 7, 2025 at Eagle Square, Abuja. Queen Agaba has the details.
Established by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in November 2024, the event will witness recognition of the sacrifices and achievements of police officers in safeguarding national security. First Public Relations Officer ACP Olumuyiwa Adejobi, while addressing journalists in Abuja, reaffirmed the commitment of the Inspector General of Police, IGP Kayode Egbetokun, to professional excellence and public service.
Police, IGP Olukayode Adeolu Egbetokun, PD, NPM, reaffirms the force's commitment to professional excellence and public service. As preparations for this landmark occasion gain momentum, the IGP calls on Nigerians to join in celebrating the gallant officers of the Nigeria Police Force and their immense contributions to national security. The National Police Day stands as a testament to the resilience, dedication, and courage of police personnel and serves as an inspiration for future generations to uphold the highest ideals of service and integrity.
He announced that the celebration will run from April 2nd to April 7th, featuring humanitarian activities such as medical outreaches, community engagement, and security exhibitions. According to him, from April 2nd to April 6th, police commands nationwide will conduct outreach programs, while an exhibition on April 4th at Eagle Square will highlight locally manufactured security equipment, showcasing the NPF's commitment to local content and ICT-based policing.
National Police Day is designed to celebrate the dedication, sacrifices, and achievements of the Nigeria Police Force in ensuring national security. It will provide a platform to recognize the force's pivotal role in safeguarding lives and property, while reinforcing public trust and collaboration in maintaining law and order.
He urged Nigerians to celebrate the officer's contributions to national security, emphasizing that National Police Day symbolizes their resilience, dedication, and courage. For Global Television, Queen Agaba reporting.
The Imo State Governor, Hope Uzodinma, has sworn in the acting Chief Judge of the state and two newly appointed commissioners. The ceremony, which took place at the Government House in Owerri, underscores the governor's commitment to strengthening the judiciary and executive arm of government. Our correspondent, Amarachi Ibe, reports.
Ceremony. Governor Uzodinma charged the newly appointed officials to uphold the principles of justice and service delivery in their respective offices, noting that their appointment is based on merit and the need to enhance governance in the state. The governor charged them to remain dedicated and accountable to the people of the state.
Use this opportunity to call on all our judicial officers to see their mandate as a sacred mandate, to do only those things that will be acceptable to both God and man, to always discharge their duties with the fear of God, and bring justice and equity to the people of Imo State.
Speaking on behalf of the newly appointed officials, Justice Nnamdi Nzoku, the acting Chief Judge, pledged to discharge their duties diligently and support the government's developmental agenda.
We must forge ahead and work assiduously for the strengthening of the third arm of government, and assuring Your Excellency that he will find in us dependable allies. Promise to abide by the oath of office to which I just subscribed, to discharge my duties accordingly, while assuring that I will strive to maintain a cordial relationship between the executive and the judiciary.
With these appointments, Governor Uzodinma reaffirmed his administration's commitment to effective governance and institutional reform in Imo State. From Government House, Owerri, Amarachi Ibe, reporting.
The Nigerian Air Force has announced the appointment of Air Commodore Ehime Fademe as its new spokesperson. He takes over from Air Vice Marshal Olushola Akimboyewa, who previously held the position. A statement by the Deputy Director of Public Relations and Information, Group Captain Kabil Ali, stated that Ejodame is a seasoned officer with vast experience in logistics, strategic planning, and defense management. The National Counter-Terrorism Center has handed over the former Director General of the National Youth Service School, Moharazu Sega, and 18 others rescued kidnapped victims to the National Security Advisor, Nawu Rubadu. The handover took place in Abuja, marking a significant milestone in the ongoing efforts to combat kidnapping and insecurity in the country. It was reported that Saga was abducted alongside other persons on February 5, 2025 from his hometown of Siga in Bakori local government area of Katsina State. You are watching the live broadcast of Midday News. When Midday News returns, UEFA President slams FIFA 64 teams World Cup as bad idea. Details coming shortly. plus business and sports stories on the other side of this break. Please stay with us. In business, U.S. President Donald Trump unveiled the first gold card and residency permit sold for $5 million each aboard Air Force One. Holding the prototype that bore his face and an inscription, the Trump card, the Republican president told reporters that the special visa would probably be available in less than 2 weeks. Trump previously said that sales of the new visa, a high-priced version of the traditional green card, would bring in job creators and would be used to reduce the U.S. national deficit. The Central Bank of Nigeria (CBN) has dismissed claims that it has introduced new 5,000 naira and 10,000 naira notes, labeling the report as false. In a statement posted on X, the Apex Bank debunked the rumors. The clarification comes amid widespread misinformation suggesting that the CBN planned to roll out high-denominations banknotes to reduce cash handling costs and improve liquidity management across the country. Still on business, the World Bank has approved 3 funding operations for Nigeria totaling $1.8 billion in concessional financing. This initiative aims to improve quality of education, strengthening household and community resilience, and enhance nutrition for underdeserved groups. The funding includes $500 million in additional financing for the Nigerian Community Action for Resilience and Economic Stimulus Program, $8 million for accelerating nutrition results in Nigeria, and $500 million for Hope for Quality Basic Education for All. The United Nations says the global artificial intelligence AI market is projected to reach $4.8 trillion, roughly the size of Germany's economy, by 2033, warning that nearly half of jobs worldwide could be affected. The UN Trade and Development Agency warned in a report that while AI is transforming economies and creating vast opportunities, the technology also risks deepening existing inequalities. In a particular report, cautioned that AI could impact 40% of jobs worldwide, offering productivity gains but also raising concerns about automation and job displacement. The Nigerian Union of Pensioners Southwest Zone lamented the failure of government to implement 32,000 naira pension increase across board for the pensioners as directed by President Bola Tinubu last year September. President Tinubu had given the directive at the commencement of payment of 70,000 naira new minimum wage to also ensure that pensioners were not excluded. The Public Relations Officer of the Union, Dr. Olusegun Abaton, raised this concern while addressing the press during the zonal meeting of the pensioners held in Abeokuta, the Ogun State capital. United States President Donald Trump has unveiled a series of tariffs targeting countries around the world, including some of its closest trading partners, in a move that risks sparking a disastrous trade war. Uyi Agbomofuegbe has this report.
Speaking in the White House Rose Garden against a backdrop of U.S. flags, Trump slapped the most stringent tariffs on China and the European Union on what he called Liberation Day.
My fellow Americans, this is Liberation Day. Waiting for a long time. April 2nd, 2025 will forever be remembered as the day American industry was reborn, the day America's destiny was reclaimed, and the day that we began to make America wealthy again.
Meanwhile, the dollar fell 1% against the euro and slipped against other major currencies as Trump was speaking. Trump reserved some of the heaviest blows for what he called the nations that treat us badly, including 34% on goods from superpower rival China, 20% on key ally, the European Union.
If you look at Switzerland, 61% to 31%. Indonesia, Malaysia, Cambodia. Oh, look at Cambodia, 97%. We're going to bring it down to 49. They made a fortune with the United States of America. United Kingdom, 10%, and we'll go 10%. So we'll do the same thing. South Africa, 60%, 30%, and they've got some.
An audience of cabinet members as well as workers in hard hats from industries including steel, oil and gas whooped and cheered as Trump said the tariffs would make America wealthy again. Uyi Agmofwebe reporting for Global TV News.
On the foreign scene, Syria has strongly condemned a fresh wave of Israeli strikes on air bases and other military sites overnight as an unjustified escalation. The foreign ministry says the attacks almost destroyed Amman Air Base and injured dozens of people. A monitoring group reported that 4 defense ministry personnel were killed. Israel's military says it hit capabilities that remained at the Western Haman and Central T4 air bases, along with military infrastructure in Damascus. It also said that Israeli forces killed gunmen during a ground operation in Daraa province, where authorities put the death toll at 9. Hungary is withdrawing from the International Criminal Court (ICC), its government has announced. A senior official in Prime Minister Viktor Orban's government confirmed this hours after Israel leader Benjamin Netanyahu, who is sought under an ICC arrest warrant, arrived in Hungary for a state visit. Orban had invited Netanyahu as soon as the warrant was issued last November, saying the ruling would have no effect in his country. In sports, Nigeria's Moses Simon has been nominated for the 2025 Marc Vivien Foll Award, which recognizes the best African player in France League 1. The FC Nantes winger, who has been in superb form this season, is aiming to become the third Nigerian to win the prestigious honor following Vincent Iyama and Victor Osimhen. In preparation for a successful hosting and solid preparations for the National Sports Festival tagged Gateway Games 2025, the Ogun State government distributed check of 500,000 naira subvention to 33 sport associations in the state. The 22nd National Sports Festival is scheduled for May 16th to 30th in the state. The state outlets for the festivals are also expected to commence closed-door campaign with immediate effect. UEFA President Alexander Kaferin says it will be a bad idea for FIFA to expand the World Cup to 64 nations for the 2030 tournament. The 2026 edition in the United States, Mexico and Canada will already see the format increase from 32 teams to 48 teams. But the head of the Uruguayan Football Federation, Ignacio Alonso, suggested further expanding the tournament at the last FIFA Council meeting in March. That's it on the Midday News. A quick reminder that Global TV is on DSTV channel 365 and StarTimes channel 276. Kindly follow us across all social media platforms now showing on your screen using @Global TV NG. You can download the Global TV Nigerian mobile app for Android and iOS devices to keep track of our broadcasts. I am Godwin Sunday. Thank you for watching.